What's up guys, it's time to take a look at the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Good day mate, it's been 30 days since I first started using this phone, and I want to share with you guys my honest opinion, my honest review, my honest experience about the Mate 20 Pro. So this phone can be summed up by two words: seriously good. So every year it's really easy for me to pick the best Android phone, but this time Huawei brought the ultimate fight with the Mate 20 Pro. We start off with the build quality of this phone. It is using the same materials as the other flagship phones. We have the glass on the back and aluminum on the sides, but still the feel of this phone is different, and that's because there is a pattern on the back that creates this completely different feel of a phone compared to a normal glass phone. Even after a month of usage, I'm surprised that I don't have a single scratch on the back. It's really clean, and also suffers less from the fingerprints compared to a normal glass phone. I really like the color power button, which looks good, stands out compared to the full color of the phone. And also we have this traffic light camera system on the back. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was kind of skeptical about it because it wasn't looking that attractive in the renders and everything, but I gotta say, in the world of Apple and Samsung, this is definitely creating a different look for the Huawei phone. It's helping it to stand out more, and of course it's here for a reason because we have 3 cameras that will take care of your photos in almost 98% of situations. So we have the optical zoom, wide angle, as well as super ultra wide angle lens built into this same camera system. More on that later, but gotta say, with the build quality and durability aspect and everything, this phone does really well. So it's premium and durable, and also offers something which I haven't seen with any phone, and that is reverse wireless charging. Like, this is truly incredible. When I was in Dubai, I literally used my Mate 20 Pro as a power bank to charge my iPhone. As you guys do know that I do use iPhone for my editing stuff. You know, I have a MacBook Pro, it works great with that. But I also have the Android phone with me all the time, most of the time I would say. So I was using the Mate 20 Pro, and has this ability to charge other phones, which supports wireless charging, and it was able to charge my iPhone. So if you're like me who carry 2 phones, you can charge your other phone using the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, which is pretty good. And it's a feature that we're gonna see on the future flagship phones, I'm pretty sure about that. So Huawei is the first one to do it. Moving on to the display of this phone, this is having an AMOLED display coming at a size of 6.3 inches. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you might have noticed that this phone, it does have a notch, which is almost as big as the Apple's notch, but it is here for a reason, which is for the 3D facial scanner. Now you can actually turn off the notch, and the software is optimized really well to take advantage of that. So if you turn off the notch, you still get all the useful information such as your time, your date, your battery percentage, your notifications on the left corner. And also it doesn't mess up with the third-party applications. So I've opened up the Instagram, and if I took a picture, it doesn't really mess up with the notch like I had to experience with the Google Pixel 3. So perfectly optimized, and one thing that I would say is that if you turn it off, it does look a lot like the Galaxy S9 Plus because it has this edge display, and that's a good thing. I mean, it is a really good looking display nonetheless, and because it's such a large display, even when you turn off the notch, you still get a lot of screen area to play with. So I've used the phone without the notch throughout the time, and it has not affected my usage at all. Now, another reason why I really like the phone is that it has the best of both worlds. It's the only phone to have a 3D facial scanner as well as an in-display fingerprint scanner, which works pretty much all the time. I had the best experience of it, and compared to all the other in-display fingerprint scanner phones I've used, this one is the fastest one and the most reliable one as well. And I don't want to use the in-display fingerprint scanner. I use the Face ID or 3D facial scanner on this phone, which is actually more secure than Apple's Face ID. Now, there is no headphone jack on this phone, and it doesn't actually affect me because I've been using AirPods, and AirPods do work with Android phones as well, even though the headphone jack is still there with the non-Pro model. So kind of a weird decision, I would say. Now, one of the biggest reasons why this phone will matter in 2019 is because of its processor. It's rocking the 7nm Kirin 980 chipset, the only 7nm Android chipset at the moment right now. We'll see from Qualcomm as well, but this is definitely ahead, and it's super good with the performance. Like, this phone is incredible. I have yet to see any lag with this phone, and it has a really decent benchmark score as well. We have near 10,000 multi-core and 3,273 single-core score. Now, I've done the speed test with the iPhone XS Max as well as the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, so I will leave the links for those videos in the description if you guys want to see that. So pretty much the performance on this phone is absolutely on point. You can open as many applications in the background and will still keep them in the memory without any freaking refresh. Now, you can have a good processor, but without the good software optimization, it's not gonna work. So Kirin 980 comes with this EMUI 9.0, which actually comes with Android 9.0 Pie as well. It's one of the first Android phones, apart from the Google ones, to actually receive the Android 9.0 Pie right out of the box. So Huawei is really decent with the software updates as well, and has this machine learning GPU turbo that helps in gaming. On top of that, it comes with loads of its own features, such as this beautiful secret knuckle way to launch the application. So if I draw a C on the display, it's gonna launch the camera. If I draw an M, it's gonna launch the music application. You can draw up to 4 letters, and the best thing is that you can have any application set to any letter, which is pretty good. So just like that, there are a lot of features with this UI, and I've always used some custom launcher stuff with the Huawei phones, but I'm actually using this one by default, and it's pretty good. They're cutting down on the repetitive stuff. It's getting more basic and easy to use. So I definitely recommend you to give it a try, because a lot has changed with the EMUI 9.0. And now let's talk about those cameras at the back, what they can deliver. This camera setup is very similar to the Huawei P20 Pro, but this time they've added the ultra wide angle lens on the back, which allows you to take ultra wide pictures like this, and the pictures come out pretty sharp. This is something that only like 1 or 2 phones can do on the market, because wide angle with the flagship phone is something that you don't see on other phones. So this one has that, and overall the camera is just really good. With the night mode, you can take pictures in almost 96% of situations, whether it's a low light, ultra low light, night situation. It uses software to enhance the image, enhance the scene, so it's gonna come out bright. I like the colors, I like its low light performance. It's easily one of the best camera phones. One of my favorite features with this camera is actually the super macro feature that allows you to get really close to your subject, and it brings out incredible detail. I haven't seen this with any phone out there. You can take some pretty damn amazing photos, get really close in the details, which you won't normally see with your naked eye, and this phone can bring out that. Now, as for the front camera, it is good, a little less saturated to my taste, and a little soft as well. I really wish that Huawei bring an update where the night mode will work with the front camera as well, just like on the Pixel 3, so that will allow us to take a selfie in the dark environment as well. But right now, it doesn't work with that. The front camera is overall good, but I would definitely love to see some more improvements with this in order to compete with the likes of the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS Max. And last but not the least, we have the battery life, and oh my god, this phone is amazing with the battery life. You can easily expect to have a 1 day of solid usage. Yes, a solid 1 day usage without plugging in for a charge. It's amazing, and what's even more amazing, it's the ability of this phone to charge really fast. So with the new fast charging technology, it can charge up to 100% in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So overall, looking at all the things, I would definitely say this is a seriously good Android phone. Like every year, it's very easy for me to pick the best, but Huawei is changing the game, and I really do like this phone. My experience has been pretty great, and with its 7nm chip, its in-display fingerprint scanner, its triple camera system on the back, all of this makes this phone matter in 2019 as well. I would love to see how Huawei will improve further with the P30, because that will definitely going to have the same chipset as the Mate 20 Pro. So if you buy this, the next upgrade for you will probably be the Mate 40 Pro. But that's too far away, and I have to say, for now, the Mate 20 Pro is an amazing Huawei phone that deserve the greatness. All the applause for their work. It's a great phone, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this review video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.